my dear children. Today we will begin with a new chapter, Gandhiji Leads the Nation. In this chapter, we will learn about Gandhiji's contribution to freedom struggle of India. The return of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi brought a dramatic change in the freedom struggle of India. When Gandhiji came back to India, he studied the condition of India. He got moved by the poverty of the people in the country. Gandhiji tried to remove social evils like untouchability. He worked for the unity of the Indians to protest against the British. The Rowlatt Acts and the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. After World War I ended, the British became harsher towards Indians. Gandhiji launched Satyagraha movement in India. Satyagraha is a non-violent method of protest against any form of injustice. In 1919, the British passed new laws called the Rowlatt Acts. Under these laws, they could arrest anyone without a trial. On 13th April 1919, a public meeting was held in Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar. On the orders of General Dyer, the British soldiers fired the unarmed crowd. Thousands were killed and injured. The non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji launched the non-cooperation movement and asked the people of India not to cooperate with the British. Indians working for the British government resigned. Lawyers boycotted the courts, and the Indian children were withdrawn from British government schools. In 1922, the people participating in the non-cooperation movement in Chauri Chaura in Uttar Pradesh became violent. Gandhiji considered this as a failure of the movement and called it off. During the non-cooperation movement, many young leaders joined the freedom struggle. Among them were Jawaharlal Nehru, Subhash Chandra Bose, and Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad. The civil disobedience movement. In 1930, Gandhiji launched a massive civil disobedience movement. The Salt Law passed by the British forbade Indians from making salt. Gandhiji decided to start the civil disobedience movement by breaking this unjust law. He organized a peaceful march from the Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad to Dandi on the seashore known as the Dandi March. At Dandi, Gandhiji and his followers made salt by evaporating sea water. The Simon Commission. In 1928, a committee under Sir Simon called Simon Commission began working. There was no Indian in this commission. The Indians decided to boycott the commission and shouted the slogan, "Simon, go back." World War II and the Quit India movement. World War II broke out in 1939. The British declared war on India's behalf without talking to the Indian leaders. the Congress under the leadership of Gandhiji launched the Quit India movement in August 1942. Gandhiji and other leaders were arrested. There were violent protests all over the country. Subhash Chandra Bose and the Indian National Army. Subhash Chandra Bose had been elected president of the Indian National Congress twice. He was lovingly called Netaji. He was convinced that the British would never leave India peacefully. He went to Japan, from where he organized an army of 40,000 Indian soldiers. He called it the Azad Hind Fauj or the Indian National Army. India becomes free. The Quit India movement and the Indian National Army had shaken the British. They agreed to move out of India. The Muslim League, under the leadership of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, demanded a separate nation. For the Muslims, India got its independence on 15th August 1947, but was divided into two nations, India and Pakistan. Gandhiji was heartbroken. His dream of a united India had been shattered.